a mock-up of a loading machine. This is a loading machine. This is all the same breech and everything as our 5-inch gun, and this is where we'd have our contests with the other crews. And a 5-inch gun is supposed to shoot from 8 to 12 rounds a minute, and the Marine Detachment, just cycling, got up to 19 rounds a minute. We never did get to 20, although guys will tell you that. We would always pick the bottleneck. It takes quite a few guys to load a 5-inch gun. The projectile and the powder and here and there. Well, the projectile weighs close to 60 pounds, so this bottleneck really is the loader, the guy who does the projectile. So when we would look at our Marine Detachment of all the guys, we tried to find the strongest, dumbest guy we had, and we'd make him the loader, because his job was just to beef him in here, and you couldn't just throw him in anyway, because your hand would get caught, you know, as you slam them in, so you had to cup your fingers, you had to do this and that. And we had a guy named Albert, who was sort of gifted that way. He was a little too smart to be a loader, but he sure was strong. So we made Albert the loader, and one day we were having a contest, and I was standing right with a lady with another lieutenant, and we were timing things. And the lieutenant went, go, or whatever. And this makes a horrible racket, and they're going about 2 or 3 rounds into it, when I realized something hit me on the front of the shirt, and I look, and the clipboard the lieutenant has blood on it, and we got little raindrops of blood all around here. And I look, and the loader, we yelled, cease fire, and Albert, he had chopped the tip of his little finger off when he was doing that, but he was doing sort of like a Saturday Night Live thing. You know, he was in such a frenzy that he didn't know it for 2 or 3 rounds, and it was just squirting little bits of blood out. And he was standing sort of where you are, and when I still have the snapshot in my head, him standing here looking like this, and it didn't shorten it a lot, but it was squirting. So that's a little snapshot that stuck in my head. And so the point that, and that really hurts, by the way, you know, the tip of your little finger, because he was a pretty tough fella, and he was just a girl for the next week. He couldn't sleep, he couldn't do anything. But